rotting driftwood on the foreign shores, spilling out into the ocean floor, and the memories all you've left without a trace. Paralyzed with the thoughts receding, current sweeps you with the silent bleeding through the heart into the darkest place. Well, turn around, there's nothing to see here. Run away, no reason to be here. It's the ghost who never goes away. Turn around and leave this behind now. You see the ground as it bleeds in the sky now. You fight the sea, you're always gonna drown. Secrets that you're holding, all the memories you hide, all the frail thoughts that echo in the corners of your mind. They won't even last a moment, they will soon be swept away when the ocean takes you in its arms and carries you away. You carry all your burdens on the cross around your neck. You take whatever's left that you could salvage from the wreck, and the hard past will follow you like a lost dog on the beach, nipping at your trail till you've drifted out of reach. Yeah, turn around, there's nothing to see here. Run away, no reason to be here. It's the ghost who never goes away. Horizon, and the castle's made of sand. You tried to hold it in your hands, you tried to understand it. But the ocean asks the questions, and it holds the answers too. It dissolves away the lies about the things you thought you knew.
Hello, my friends. 'Tis I, Dame Armiger Kalyaranya. My heart and my sword are yours. And what am I? Where am I? Huh? I'm on some new channel, but I have. I have my beloved Many, the Viscountexx of Chitin, here to assist with my foray into so many new things at once here.
So many new waters to swim in.
Right. This is first time I've been streaming since January 1st of this year. First time
I'm
streaming.
sure there's nothing that would cause that going on at all, ever.
Yeah. First time streaming from Linux, as I, in that intervening time, have abandoned Windows entirely out of general frustration with the direction of the Microsoft ecosystem. And yeah, first time streaming, playing, experiencing this game in other waters, which comes at the wholehearted recommendation of many here. So that's why Faye are on tonight to commentate and sit alongside as I discover these things for the first time.
Yeah, this video game is one that someone convinced me to play. Very spontaneously. I'm not really friends with that person anymore, but like it was just one of those things that they got me in the door, and I just immediately fell the fuck in love with it. And this game is the same studio who went on to make what's it called? It's a Citizen Sleeper.
Okay, yes. So I did play through Citizen Sleeper on my currently inactive but Twitch channel. That was, gosh, probably a year more ago that I played through Citizen Sleeper. But if that's the pedigree of this game, I have great faith in the writing that will be ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of initially was thinking about this game and forgot that like 90% of the hey Izzy, good to see you in chat. I was initially like, we can both voice characters in this game. Then I remembered how many characters there are alive on this planet, like that you are talking to, which is one. So, but yeah, there will be various like field logs and things like that. So it's not entirely a one voice game, but I fucking love this game. I think the writing is beautiful. I think it's a really fun thing, and I have been snarling and foaming at the mouth at the possibility of Kali playing it. I'm sure we'll turn the tables and I'll play Citizen Sleeper at some point and stream that.
I mean, Citizen Sleeper, it's delightfully, anti-capitalist at its heart.
Yes. Oh, yes, very much so. Also, rip to the M's. Yeah.
Okay, my big head is blocking most of the chat, so I need to have a different view of it over here. Okay. M's. I see.
Really common for VTubers to just have their model cover like 90% of the chat in their overlay, and every time they do that, I'm just like, but like, what's the point in having the chat then?
Yeah, well, this is
like it's always scrolling from the bottom.
Right. I wish. Yeah, I'll have to mess with it and see if there's other things I can do. But so it's just sort of like I see something kind of like, is he saying something? I can lean over. All right.
Something.
But
Top one, so not two. Oh, I now saw you disappear.
Yeah.
Kind of shrank into a corn cob there.
Right. But this is covering the chat with your VTuber head is extremely cat coded. Yes. That is
true.
very true. But yeah, I suppose that's fair warning for the stream in general. There's probably all manner of scuff ahead.
Yeah.
I I hope the audio is half decent. Certainly let me know if something is awry. I may or may not be able to fix it on the fly, but if
I welcome you to Linux, the land of stuff.
All right. So we have some empty save slots. Let's roll. Exoplanet extraction.
Love an exoplanet extraction company. Normal business.
Transitioning, please write. Oh, yeah. Happy Trans Day visibility.
Yes.
Hello, traveler. Okay. Roddy. Okay. It's the person we have to credit for the gorgeous soundtrack.
My God, I need to get. Do I? Hang on, I'm not checking my music library. Alright, I gotta fix that. In the other water's OST.
Nope, error detected.
Okay, bugs. Okay.
Record scratch.
Yeah.
Rebuilding memory. Okay. Log recovered. Okay, so recovering last known log, dated 2189. User AN sensorium disabled. Now, is this? So you said there's one principal character that I'd actually be interacting with.
This is not that character.
This is not that character. This is some log. Okay.
This is a different character.
Okay, so there isn't any time left. This is going to be more restrictive than you're used to, but you're resourceful, I know you. I'm sorry, Oki, but I can't let them find you. I can't lose everything we achieved here. And something garbled that I can't really make out. User disconnected. Continue with boot. Oh.
Hello? Is someone there? This is Dr. Ellery Vass. I urgently need all systems of this suit activating. I've been locked out, and I'm 20 meters below the surface here. I say again, this is Dr. Ellery Vass. Can any operator personas on this suit please respond?
Oh, okay. Right.
Please respond. I need assistance. Pilot authorization granted.
Oh, okay. So utility, power, oxygen, scan topography, heading and depth. Power.
Power panels activating. Plenty of juice. Oxygen panels up and rebreather functioning. I'm off reserve oxygen now.
Okay. Well, those are the crucial things first.
Okay. Utilities available. Let's see. Sampling, sample storage, terminal and retrieval seem to be installed. I'm seeing the heading panel coming online. Excellent.
Depth.
Okay, good. The dive panel is active. Current reading of 20 meters.
And the last thing, scan and topography.
Scan and topography readouts coming through. Looking good.
Oh. Whoa.
You don't seem to know what you're doing. You're not an operator, are you? What are you?
I see now.
Why are you installed in this suit? Yeah, those are yes/no answers.
Gotcha.
Negative, positive response. Help me out here. I knew there was something strange about this suit when I got inside. It looks decades old. Look, we don't have time for this. So whatever program or system you are, I need you to work with me. Seem to respond to voice commands, so that's a start. We need to head north. I'll explain once we get going, but right now, I'm locked out of half the systems of this suit. Someone, somehow, has rewritten the permissions to only respond to internal messaging. And that means you. So I'm gonna need you to take control. Let's get moving. Take me north into the reef. Please.
All right. Active area. Okay. So right trigger does. Whoa, that's a zoom. Okay. That was a. Okay, that was a scan, perhaps. Okay,
It does say SCN next to that button.
SCN, yep. All right, so I can switch back and forth between scan and whatever this, I guess, heading mode, maybe? So, and then left bumper. Oh, okay. All right, none of this. Okay, what about right? That takes us back.
Oh, I see. Yeah, left bumper to go into that sub menu. I see. And right bumper to go back over to the
thing.
end mode.
Is this okay? Hang on.
So
I wonder if I
once you
should be.
scan, you do have another button that lights up.
Oh, when I scan. Okay. Southern Gully. Okay.
Steep rock walls rise up toward the surface on either side. The floor is layered with pale sand.
Okay. So this is an observation by EV. Oh, okay, and that is
Yes,
indeed.
that's
Okay,
Ellery.
Ellery Voss. Okay.
I will simply only voice act Ellery, which will
Right,
be
makes
a
sense.
lot of the voices, but you know.
All right, so I've sort of
There's other
locked
stuff.
onto that waypoint, I guess. And now I can proceed to it. Aha. Okay.
Good. Whatever you're doing, it's working. Let's keep heading north.
All right, so we scan. We find something to lock onto.
Narrow pass. A boulder fills the passage, blocking out the warm light of Gliese 667 CC's 3 stars.
Vector clear. Go. Scan.
Here, the passage opens out, back into the dappled light of the reef's shallows.
We're playing Connect the Dots on an ocean floor.
The softly flowing water is filled with glittering particles of organic matter, signs of rich and thriving life all around. Look, in the water. Are those spores? And those stalks to the west, they look like huge fungi.
All this beauty that
This is
we don't really.
Unbelievable. Actual alien life? How could Mine have kept this place a secret? I saw her notes at the base when I landed, and some telltale signs on approach, but here it is.
All right, now. Oh. The first extraterrestrial life humanity has ever discovered.
Sorry, I got distracted by a message.
Uh-oh.
I can't believe it.
So now we've got options. Oh, geez, am I still picking up Discord notifications?
Was your Discord
on...
notifications coming through?
Okay, I'd better.
I guess if you're just like audio capturing Discord.
Yeah. Let's
Does
try
that
to set this to
just-
do not disturb. Sorry about that, Izzy.
Stalks are
Classic
beautiful. I wonder how they
stuff.
feed, how they grow, how they communicate. This place, this planet, needs to be studied. Keep scanning creatures, and I'll keep notes.
There it is.
Got the
Okay.
bed of stalks.
All
Fungal
right.
creature made up of a series of stalks. Oh,
Yeah.
once we've
Okay.
gathered enough data, I can name and log each species. No matter what happens here, this is vital work.
Still.
There we go.
Okay. So that. Right. So we've got the bed of stalks, a creature.
Fungal creature made up of a series of stalks and plates attached to the rock. Color ranges from dark amber to acid yellow. Southern Nursery. Protected by the ridges from the strong northern currents, this could be a safe haven for younger, softer species. The strange stalks. Beds of these creatures coat the pale rocks. Are these plants or animals? They're unlike any earth coral or sponge.
And one more.
This creature's external membrane appears to be made of layers of chitin, like earth arthropods or fungi.
Oh, well, okay.
Wow.
So can we... Oh, okay, so we can't actually travel to those. We can only travel to the triangular points. Looks like. All right. So, younger, softer species, or... All right, let's try this direction. Although I guess we're supposed to generally be heading north, but...
What were those creatures? They were hidden amongst the stalks. They were hidden amongst the stalks. Quickly, try to get a scan. Did not read the tone of that.
All good. Oh, so we do have some moving... Oh, I was maybe not quick enough. They just flitted past.
Seeing a complex pattern of contracting and expanding slits in this stalk's membrane. Mouths or sensing organs? Stalks here are furred with spores which appear to have drifted down from the northern part of the reef. These colonies are producing a shifting hum. Perhaps it is a form of communication between individuals.
Now, can I actually... Oh, yes, I can. Nice. Oh, but it locked onto the bed of stalks and I lost the description.
They're such lively creatures and so colorful too. I'll start logging my observations. These creatures appear to maneuver with a series of siphon jets concealed beneath their folded mantles. They're incredibly fast.
Okay. Sample candidate.
These stalks are covered in spores of all sizes. Perhaps we can sample one of the larger ones?
Okay.
In position, you'll have to take the sample. Open up the sampling utility.
Okay, and it does highlight it on the left side. That's something over here. Ah. Oh. Okay, what am I doing? Oh. Okay, and then... What do I do from there? Oh, no. Fungal seed, okay.
I think you want to hit up and down on the D-pad here. Hello? We
Okay.
aren't going anywhere until you take a sample.
There we go. Up and down the D-pad closes that iris
Yeah.
around it. Okay.
In position. Oh, there you go. We've got one. Biological samples are vital tools for analyzing and understanding creatures. This suit should also allow you to deploy any sample back into the ocean. But you test it out. Hold and drag it over to the central compass.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So you picked it up, like catch and release. Okay.
Great. that's working as it should. Look, those creatures are coming for the spores. Why these ones in particular, I wonder? Perhaps different spores carry different compounds, each with a specific purpose? Or message?
Or message.
What do you think? Could the spores be a way of communicating between different colonies?
And then I can do the yes.
It isn't that strange. Fungi on Earth form networks of exchange. Maybe these stalks do the same. Anyway, sorry, I'm not sure why let's keep moving.
Okay. So we encounter one reason that I've been not streaming that often lately, which is that my old dog needs to go outside. I will be back as soon as I can.
Tea break. It's my stream now, chat. I've taken over. Funnily enough, I guess I haven't, like, actually directly met this specific dog. I visited Collie recently and I met the other dog. But I have not met the old man who always needs to go outside. I also met, oh, how about that Silent Hill 2 vinyl? Oh yeah, I keep looking back at that picture you sent of it because, it's so gorgeous. I'm reminded of the vinyl for, Silent Hill 2, but it's lesbian, Signalis. The the Signalis vinyl has like an iris on it. I forgot. Oh, yeah, no, I forgot it looked like this. Never mind. Oh my god. Like, it does also this kind of eye look. Oh, I see, it's 3 separate discs. Oh my goodness. Oh, welcome back.
Hello.
Took over the stream for a bit, and
Yes.
I guess Izzy and I were talking about Silent Hill 2 vinyl.
Nice.
Baseball theme 2 Truths and a Lie. That's okay.
Yeah. I appreciate your covering the dead air there, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for the benefit of chat, yes. Our 14-plus-year-old Basenji is in the middling stages of chronic kidney disease, and yes, drinks lots of water, needs to go outside a lot, so interruptions can happen. Alright, back.
Pikachu is a Los Angeles Dodger. I'm gonna guess that one's true. You know what? I believe the specially engineered super bats too, because that sounds like some baseball shit from everything you've told me about baseball. So I think 3 strikes you're out and have to go back to the dugout and stop playing is not fully accurate. All right.
I think I remember the Pikachu thing. I remember seeing the Pikachu, like, mascot suit on the field in some video.
I love being right.
All
You just have to not choose predictable options.
No explanation. Well, you are the sole participant in chat. So the floor is yours, Izzy. You are chat.
Chat is your domain. These colonies are producing a shifting hum. Perhaps it is a form of communication between individuals.
I guess that's similar to other comments, yeah.
I'm seeing spores entering and exiting the slits on the surface of the stalk. Something's being exchanged. This huge rock sits among layers of lichen. Could it have been thrown there during a volcanically active period in the planet's history? Colonies seem to be broken up into individual patches and then larger groups over a wide area.
Okay. So smooth boulder can be our next destination.
So, just as a, like, because samples are going to become gameplay relevant very quickly, you can always go back to somewhere where you gathered samples and gather more, even if you, like, use them up when you are there. So you just have to move one space and move back.
Okay. Now, Oh, I see. So sample candidate. Okay. So I could go back there and go... Smooth boulder
the size of a rough boulder.
Yes. Okay, and then... Alright, so now I have a sample from that location. Alright. Go back to scan. Go return to the boulder. Do some more scanning. All right, what do we got down here?
Reef stalks. Fungal creature which communicates through sound and spores. An interlocking ecosystem seeded across the reef. Uploading my initial notes, let's call these reef stalks. We can classify this species in the lab.
Okay, yep, we've looked at that one. Okay.
Silent clearing. What is it that dictates the reef's growth patterns? Sunlight? The flow of water? Whatever it is, it must be absent here.
Hello,
Hey,
Verticorn.
Verticorn, welcome to the chat. Good to see ya.
Day
Spore flow.
to you?
Spores from the main part of the reef are brought into the southern nurseries here by a steady current. Among these spore-clogged stalks are piles of small stones. Could a creature have gathered them here, or just the currents?
Right, well, that's a sample candidate, so let's visit that.
Really love how quickly this, like, goes from... That's another stalk spore.
Okay, so same thing, but... All right, so
But it's useful to
releasing...
know that it is.
Yeah, so releasing things back... It looks like maybe I have a limited inventory for these samples.
That is accurate.
And so if I need to make room for something more unique, I can dump one of those off. Okay.
I will also say, I don't think the game ever teaches you this. Drag the samples around a little bit and note where other than the map you can drop them off.
Oh, okay. Let's see. So if I go here. Oh, okay. So it can... The oxygen... It snaps to the oxygen meter. To each of these different spots in the HUD. Okay.
You
So
know
it's
the other information next to fungal and seed?
Oh.
So this is how you refuel and use and get more oxygen.
Oh,
is
I
sometimes
see.
through processing
Okay.
samples.
5% on power. Okay, it's got the little icon, sort of
I had to
compound or
have
molecule.
someone tell. I had to have someone tell me this 6 hours into the game because I was stuck.
Oh no.
One particular
All right,
thing,
appreciate that.
The fact that it doesn't tutorialize is wonderful for like getting into character, and also that one thing was not very clear.
Oh yeah, thank you, Rainicorn. Yeah, this is all very ad hoc and experimental, but yeah, it's good to be live again as well.
Hey, can I ask you something? I've worked with AI programs before, but you aren't like them. They're predictable, programmatic, dull. Their intelligence allows them to log and process data, that's all. You're different. I feel like you are. Oh, you're alive? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You are different. I'm glad I'm not just imagining it. What are you? And what are you doing in this suit?
I'm... I don't know. I can't answer that just yet. Tis I, Kalirania. I'm a VTuber. No, go ahead.
Current running into the reef slows here, but further north, the water whips down the rift with incredible speed.
Alright, so this is already lit up yellow, which means that we've seen this kind of thing before. So it's going to give us, another example of the reef stalks. Okay, so I don't need to linger over.
That is a species. And yeah. Long rift. Wide and long with sheer rock walls on either side, this deep rift channels unpredictable currents. Overgrown arch. This arch is covered in hardened stalks. Perhaps the slow current passing through brought their spores to settle here.
Okay. Just noticed I don't seem to have the ability to do anything with it yet, but the depth gauge does have like up and down controls over it. So maybe at some point I'll be able to dive and climb.
That's possible. You are a diving suit. Static creature made up of one huge flexible stalk. Unclear if swaying is due to current or produced by the stalk's own body. These huge stalks are incredible, each one a vertical ecosystem. They're leaking spores into the water as the fruiting bodies attach to their skin bloom.
Okay, there's another species here. Okay,
Many of these stalks are leaking particles into the water as they sway. Are those spores or something else?
Oh, and there's another motile creature that just wandered past.
These larger stalks sway all around this basin. They almost resemble branchless trees bending in a storm.
Oh.
See that? The stalks responded to our movement. They extended as we passed through this arch. Perhaps it was the sound we made when we moved through? We should be careful not to get trapped here. This suit's power capacity is limited.
Yeah, so now I guess I can't go back that way. Or...
Chitin of the stalk's membrane is very hard, but flexibility is given by a surface of overlapping plates. A lot of activity among the rocks ahead. Creatures are grazing on and living among the stalks, forming a complex ecosystem. Look, over to the southwest. That stalk is totally calcified. Looks like a good sample candidate.
Oh, we know what that means.
A large stalk. Plates of the stalk's surface passing over one another must be producing the distinctive hum that can be heard.
Yeah, we do have, this very subtle sort of ambient soundtrack going on. I'm guessing if I pay close attention to that, we will actually be able to pick up differences in our environment as we move from place to place, what different sounds we hear.
Yeah. This huge stalk is totally still, its plates hardened into rocky shell. Can it be revived? Or is this what death looks like here?
Okay, I'll finish scanning the available things, then we'll go check that out.
Yeah.
Let's see, there's something.
Forest path. Growth gets heavier as we travel into this stalk forest. Something about giving it that name makes it feel safer, more familiar. These creatures must be related to the other stalks on the reef, but seem to have a separate purpose than to the lower beds.
Okay, oh, yes, I can just barely reach that.
It's safe to assume that the singing of these stalks relates to the communication between colonies seen elsewhere on the reef. And once you've scanned a location, you also don't have to re-scan it in order to
Oh, right, you can
there.
just sort of pop, you just press on it. Okay.
The stalk looks dead. Open up the sampling panel and we can extract some of the outer membrane. There's lots of dead material here, so we should be able to take multiple samples.
Ah, multiple samples, 15% fungal.
Okay, so the chitin appears to be hardened with calcium carbonate. That could be useful if we need to boost our power. I guess this is technically is them saying you can.
It doesn't tell you the how of it, just that you can use these somehow, yeah.
Suit is able to metabolize organic compounds to produce fuel. Just drag them
into the power panel.
Okay, so this is just a line I missed.
Yeah, fair.
The suit displays how much oxygen or power each sample can produce. No point wasting samples.
Is there a way I can pause so that it doesn't automatically advance?
Basically think only alt-tabbing.
Oh no.
These we can keep one sample, analyze it at the base.
Here, hang on. Message log.
Oh, I guess. Oh, there's a message log. Oh my god.
No point wasting important samples.
These we can keep one sample so we can analyze it back on the base and use the other for a power boost.
Okay, so we can hold on to one and mulch the other one. Stock bark.
Stock bark.
Num 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 num.
So that's 15% of your power restored.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Yee.
All right, what have we there?
Sing stalk. Large stalks which sway, producing a distinctive hum or groan. I've named these sing stalks for that strange hum they produce. What is its precise function, I wonder? See you later, Izzy.
Oh, Izzy's heading out, but giving us a new truth and a lie on the way.
They're the network of stalks which is found across the reef. Once you gather enough data on a species, you get it gets given a name, and then it becomes yellow on the scan always.
Gotcha. Okay.
Space between the rocks here is thick with stalks. The elaborate patterns they trace across the reef are beautiful.
Oh.
Something fast.
Yeah, another creature zooming around. Oh. Come here.
Another agile creature. Flitting around the reef, these creatures chase stalk spores with great enthusiasm. Is this their primary food source? Or canyon. The rocks here are clear of stalks and other growths. Is their absence a territorial marker, or just a side effect of the conditions of these waters?
Slosh. Another one-way passage.
like looking at this and realizing how much, like, I know Citizen Sleeper is very tabletop based. Like, it looks like a, you know, the dice mechanics of it, I stare at them and I see rolling 2d6s and I'm like, all right, you've played a Powered by the Apocalypse game.
Yeah.
You've played a Forged in the Dark game. Oh, it did not come through, Izzy. That's really unfortunate. I see. I wonder if like an auto mod caught it or something.
Yeah, it didn't give me any kind of alert, but I am brand new to streaming on YouTube and I don't know my way around it very well yet, so
but yeah,
could be
like,
something I'm just missing.
The entire conceit of this game is that you have this extremely limited like sensory set to interact with the world through, and you are getting your information all secondhand from person talking to you. This is just playing a tabletop game.
Right. Huh.
Just Ellery as our GM is
I see,
a little bit.
I see. Have you ever heard of the tabletop game Bliss Stage?
I have not heard of that one.
Bliss Stage.
All right, good night, Izzy.
Good night, Izzy. Thank you for visiting and for keeping the chat as lively as it can be for a brand new live streaming YouTube channel. Appreciate it. Okay, so Bliss Stage was a tabletop game from, oh boy, had to have been like late aughts, maybe. And it is a mecha, kind of a,
You had me in one word.
right. Yeah, it's sort of like mechs that these in classic like Evangelion style, these kind of under emotionally equipped teenage pilots use these mechs to fight aliens in a kind of alternate world, sort of dreamscape. And the way that it's set up is that the players are paired with one another. There's a pilot and an anchor. And the anchor is directing the pilot or kind of helping guide them in the mission. And so the way that this plays is that the anchor provides both instruction and the physical description of the dream world around the pilot player. They're like, okay, so 10 meters ahead of you, there's this archway, head toward that, this kind of thing. And so it's all like sort of this immersive diegetic thing where the person is the sort of GMing you through the scene, but they're also a character in the scene talking to the character. It's really interesting. I've never gotten to play it though.
I like, as you were describing this game, I found the blog post where the person who wrote this game announced it, and I love why you should play this game. I wrote Bliss Stage because I wanted to play a game where sex wasn't a big taboo. I kept writing it because I wanted to play a game where which matched the giant robot anime I liked, Gunbuster, VOTOMS, Evangelion, where the fighting wasn't measured in heat sinks and ammo counts, but in the toll on the participants and the people who care about them. I finished Bliss Stage because I wanted to play a game which was honest about the power of love. It might not conquer all, but it's a damn fine backup. I'm so excited to play this game as soon as we can.
I'll have to, yeah, all right. Yeah, it's one that I was just fascinated by when I first heard of it, but never really got the chance to play it. I have like an early version of it. I don't think it's the final release of it, but okay, yeah, let me do something real quick here. Yeah, so I was, sorry, Chad, I was attending to possible situation unfolding off stream. We got people coming to help, but I might need to break if depending on how things go. All right.
Renicorn, you should watch Gundam: The Witch from Mercury.
Ooh, yes, that is. Yeah, many have introduced me to that one as well, and yeah, we've been watching that together. We're about halfway through the second season, something like that? Yeah, Lancer combat is very, very crunchy and tactical. It's a very board gamey kind of game that way. Okay,
I'm here.
All right.
A southern cavern, as I have to mute the springs on my wonderful instrument. The water is still in the yawning entrance to the cavern. There are no signs of stalks or other reef life around the entrance.
I guess that's where we're heading. Descent possible.
So.
Here we go.
Dive. This is not two-dimensional, no matter what your map looks like.
Right. Okay, and there's the button is available now to say go down. Your current experiences get stunned and almost explode. Yeah, that's
Yep. I'm familiar. I'm familiar with this experience.
I ran the published adventure Solstice Reign for many, among several other folks from the Castle Rania Discord server, and turns out that module is very tactically challenging, and I felt like an absolute heel punching the crap out of these people that I care very much about every time we went into game.
The heel there was the designer, and I want to fight them. All the designers involved.
Anyway, yes, stock patches
sunlight
underground.
Coming through the broken cavern roof is enough to allow stalks to grow here, if that is what they require. Okay.
Alright, so we've already identified several of these species, but there's a couple of new things over here.
Glittering stalk. Sample candidate. Soft sunlight spills down onto a long, thin stalk, stretching towards the light. Coating of large glassy bubbles glitters on its skin.
It'll probably be easier to target some of the things behind it if we just go ahead and go there. Okay. Oh. A signal.
These gaseous bubbles are intriguing. The interior gas is at an elevated pressure. If this membrane ruptured, the sac would screech as it depressurized. Is this part of the stalk communication system we've seen across the reef? Wait, I have an idea. Try deploying one by that blocked tunnel over there. I want to see how the stalks react. Just drag one over.
Okay. So he can... to grab this. Poof! Okay.
It retracted. These bubbles must be some kind of signal system. We'll call them shrill sacs for that squeak.
Tweak.
We can use these to get through the heavy growth ahead. Let's get moving.
All right, well, I guess maybe I should grab another one? Can I? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
We love consumables.
they sort of work as keys, so might as well grab a couple of them then. All right. All right, what did... Oh, there we go. These tall stalks seem to watch over the smaller colonies and start logging notes. Sits among reef stalk colonies covered in wide irising pores. Okay. I think many are attending to the situation behind the scenes over here. Stalks mesh across the cavern here, hardened into a near solid wall of tubes and plates. Blind corner. The cavern curves away in both directions here. It's hard to see the way ahead. At least in the second session, Roynicorn was able to attack, felt like he did no damage. Meanwhile, he got 2 structure damages. Oh my gosh. 2 structure damage in a single turn is unusual, even for...
That's gnarly.
Yeah, that is...
Yeah, that's like... You get targeted by like 3 mechs at once?
Yeah, something. Not the combat player in most RPGs, but yeah, and most of the gameplay, like the activity happens in the combat portion in Lancer. There is an add-on from the I think it's the character, that tries to flesh out some of the roleplay stuff a little bit more to give it a little bit more meat to that system.
I definitely want to try to play more with that system because I have had a good game with that. It's also just it was with, you know, one of the best GMs I've ever known, which, you know, always helps. Met now. This is also the GM of my you know, Tuesday and Sunday D&D games. So I guess you're wondering where we're heading. There's a way station just north of here, on a finger of this reef. I want to find it. My shuttle touched down just hours ago at a floating research base to the south. That's where I found this suit. I'm here looking for a Dr. Mine Nomura, chasing a message all the way from Earth. I must sound mad. Coming out here to a planet in the tail of Scorpius just to follow a message? Wait. You do know where we are, don't you?
I caught the name of it at some point, but I don't really know what that is. No.
How? We're on Gliese 667cc, a supposedly unremarkable world. If it wasn't for all this life... Somehow the exoplanet extraction core must have passed it by. Or corpse, I see.
Core,
it's like
it is
corporations.
core.
I think here it's like there are multiple exoplanet extraction corporations.
I see. Okay.
Me to verify her discovery. Can we go to the message log?
Sure.
Forgot that was a thing. Again. Somehow the exoplanet extraction corpse must have passed it by. But how did Mine know to come here? Is that why she contacted me? To verify her discovery? Then where is she? Look, let's find that way station. Then I can start piecing together what's going on.
I want to convince a friend to GM. Respect them not feeling confident about it, but it would be so fun. They're the most chaotic person ever. The game would be mayhem. Oh my. You like an unpredictable, chaotic game environment, a storyline, Roynicorn?
Look, let's find that way station.
Yeah, we got that. Okay.
The cavern narrows here, and small eddies of water twirl in the silt. There are like 4 ways I could have misread the word silt. Because I did almost read it as sift,
Sift,
Somehow.
slit, stilt.
A current can be felt drifting through the cavern entrance, bringing with it warm clouds of silt. But that silt. Silt eaters.
Ascent
Hashtag
possible.
silt eaters. Stuff I collect in Terraria. Stalks of this kind seem to produce different bubbles depending on the nearby stalks. They're the protectors of their colonies. This thin stalk sits among a bed of other growths, exuding bright bubbles through its pores. I can't help but feel some unseen processes shaping the growth patterns of this reef. What invisible borders am I crossing?
Okay, there's a sample possibility here, so...
Woohoo, we love samples.
As a player, they've flooded a desert on accident, made an entire city disappear, also on accident. Yes, we had players like that, and, well, really a whole party like that in a D&D 4 game that I GM'd years ago. Good time. Lots of amusing memories from that.
More shrill sax.
Shrill sax, okay. So that's... Okay, that's just the little... these guys, okay.
Scattered boulders and steep rifts of the southern reef suggest a violent geological past. Unlike the other specimens, this large stalk sits alone, away from the lower beds. It's hard to tell if this is the beginning of a colony or its end. Stalks are more sparse between these rock outcrops. This might be the easiest path north, if I can clear the way.
Well, we know how to clear at least some blockages. Let's see if it helps. Oh.
Shelled creature. Mobile creature with a large translucent shell and 4 swimming appendages, which it uses in a rapid rowing motion. These creatures have such beautiful translucent shells. I'll start logging data on them as soon as we find them. Or as we find them.
Okay.
I guess, like, when we see a new species, I should just wait for Ellery to start talking first.
Oh, and then look at the panel on the right, yeah.
The stalks are so thick here. A sea of amber, waving fingers that must be cleared before we can pass through. Relative calm of this basin means the water clogged with spores. Water is clogged with spores released by the larger stalks.
Okay.
These creatures glide among the reef stalks with great care and precision. They appear to be grazing on them.
Okay. Now can we... Right, so this is not open yet, but we can potentially deploy one of these. Let's see. Yes.
Navigating these dense growths is like finding your way in a labyrinth, moving from clearing to clearing with little sense of what's ahead.
Oh, just barely got away before I could scan it. Okay.
Delicate set of feeding appendages beneath the creature's shell seem to scrape the outer membrane of the stalks away. I feel like this game's UI definitely makes more and less sense simultaneously on a controller.
Yeah, it's... I'm not sure if I made the right choice there. I'm getting used to it, but it was a little
That
awkward.
I'm watching you on controller and going, I'm not sure if I made the right choice playing keyboard and mouse.
There's
I
certainly
think
a lot
both
of use
just
of
feel
the...
really awkward in like a fun way.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of use of the kind of 360 nature of the twin, the thumbsticks. Yeah.
Some creatures target these tall stalks directly, perhaps because they keep them away from the other, softer stalks nearby. Bubbles like huge pearls glint among the stalks. How do the tall stalks produce these strange screeching sacks?
Oh, it screeched and a critter bounced off of it, mewing off to the north.
I love that this game does still give you enough data to make your own observations just based on like what you're seeing. The growth patterns of the stalks suggest a complex territorial network. Are we underestimating the complexity of these life forms? Shelled creature. Occasionally, when the creature scrapes the stalks too aggressively, they retract and let out a defensive signal to nearby colonies.
Okay, which is the phenomenon that I just picked up on there. Okay. Alright, so those are all scanned. Probably need to clear path here. Right, and then...
East and west are stalks as far as the eye can see. They fade off into the silt like the towers of a miniature city.
Ah.
Signal stalk. I'm gonna call these signal stalks for the signaling role they play in the stalk ecology. Tall, bubble-producing stalks that protect and monitor stalk colonies. A key part of the stalk network that stretches across the reef. More bubble-producing stalks. Are they sentries designed for early warnings? Or last-ditch defenses of the colony's core?
Sample candidate. Okay, I think the same stuff though. Okay.
There seems to be some tolerance for the creatures scraping by the stalks. They only warn the creature when it cuts too deeply. Spores from the stalks seem to be massing here in large clumps. This might be a good place to sample them.
Don't need to tell me twice. Okay, this is the same stuff though, I think. Yep, stalk spores. Yep. Okay.
I think the icons are unique to each one, so if you see the same icon, it's the same one as well. Windstones. These two boulders are covered with tiny stalks, a coating of amber fur waving in the currents. Last line of thick stalks before the sandy plains of the central reef. Oh.
Alright, there was... Oh. moving too quickly. Come back here, you.
Yeah, this seems more awkward on controller for sure.
There we go.
Agile creature. These creatures aggressively pursue certain spores, but ignore others completely. Can they detect differences in the mineral content?
Okay, force edge.
In water, detecting differences in the mineral whatever content is tasting it. So. That's it. We're through. Ah, this place is overwhelming. So many new species. This is the central reef. I saw in Mine's maps that the shelf flattens out here. Ripples of silt bounce sunlight back up through the water, giving it a golden glow. Water beneath this outcrop feels cool, oceanic. Soft currents scrape sand from the rock face. A set of smooth stones sitting together in a pile. Could a creature have gathered these here? Is this a nest? The center of the reef is flat and sandy, with few rocks to attach to. The stalks struggle to seed these waters. There it is. I see the way station ahead. A way station set up by Mine Nomura.
Aha.
It's seen better days, but it still functions beneath the coating of stalks. This place is looking a little worse for wear. Let me see if I can find an access port. Mine never did take care of her equipment. Some things never change. Sorry, give me a sec. I'm just trying to...
So they're personally acquainted. That makes some sense about the long voyage then.
Okay, we should be able to access any data stored here. Just open the terminal and take a look.
Spoofing user Dr. Mine Nomura. Last access, history cleared. Log download. Yes, no. Map data. Sync complete. Data released to pilot's console.
Logs have been cleared. I expected that, given the secrecy Mine seems to be operating under. The map data mentions something Mine calls the Bloom, out across the northern rift. She's been going back and forth to something there. Studying it? Unique species, perhaps? Mine, what are you doing here? Where are you keeping this discovery from the world? From me? I'm talking to myself again. Or to whatever you are. Sorry, I don't mean... Let's head back to the research base. I need to think. This way station operational, we can call in the base's retrieval drone from the utility panel. This drone will be able to pick us up from any area we've got map data for. Let's head to the base. I've got a lot to figure out.
Now, can I also... yes, I can restock from the way station on my supplies there. Okay. Request... link. Connection complete. Drone ready. Quest retrieval.
This might be a good spot once we maybe look around the base to call it a night, I think.
No, Oh, hey, back online?
You back online?
Okay, yeah.
Pretty sharp work for a biologist, if I do say so myself. Hooking up that strange casing of yours to the base took some work. And the OS here does not play nicely with whatever you are. You should have access to select subsystems of the stack now. DNA looks to have repurposed some of them, so not everything's functional. Bombs are shot, the generator's only partly working, and one of the retrieval drones is missing. I've booted up the dive base mapping systems and sample storage. Lab's also online, with analysis tools and integrated taxonomy for logging creatures. Take a look, I've already logged the creatures we discovered on our last dive. For any logged creatures, I'll also put sample requests in their taxonomy entries. Fulfill these requests, just find and transfer the samples to the lab, but then analyze them. I can use that data to add to the creature study. We need to register these species. Head down to the lab level and take a look. I'll also mark sample requests on the dive map. That way we can grab key samples for our studies while we're out on the ocean. We're going back out soon. While you were offline, I spotted a signal. A suit transponder. You can see its location on the dive map. I want to find it. Suit transponder means a suit, and a suit means Mine. I need your help. That suit takes both of us to pilot it, and it's the only one I've got. Once you're done exploring the base, load into the dive map. We can head out from there.
Okay. Yeah, this seems like we've hit a substantial checkpoint in the journey, and yeah, so let's call that a successful foray onto this watery world, and we will continue another time.
Yes.
Thank you for recommending this and for
absolutely
joining me.
Thank you for playing it.
Yeah. Yeah, and thank you to folks in chat who stopped by as we put things through their paces here. I will try to get live again sometime soon. Things are definitely not stable enough for me to say, oh yeah, I'm going to set up a schedule now, but, keep your eye on my various channels. I think some of you are in my Discord, others you can follow me on the Fediverse at the server that I run, vturber.house. Let's see if that'll go through. Yes, excellent. And is there a good link or that I can share for you, my love?
Go to Viscountexx.buzz. That is VISCOUNTEXX.BUZZ. That's buzz like a bee.
There we go. All right.
Wow. Google doesn't fucking recognize a .buzz domain as a clickable link. That's silly.
I missed an X. I only put one X on your Viscount.
I should just buy Viscountexx with one X .buzz and redirect it.
There we go.
If I could just afford to, decide I'm gonna maintain one extra domain when I need to be getting rid of them, I would fucking just get one X of Viscountexx.buzz and redirect it.
All right. Well, until next time then, my friends, live with honor and your heart is unassailable. Good night.
Night.
Let me go, there's no doubt. Gotta get out of this small town. You took my heart from me, now you're everywhere I see. Set me free, let me fly. Let me find new kinds of highs. We're just wasting here, waiting for another year. We both know the score. We've been here once before. So many words unspoken. You took my heart, it's already broken. You don't have to wait, I can take the pain. I will surrender, let me go on a new adventure. It's my time, watch me build another life. Find another space, explore the world and find my place. Hope you find some peace of mind. Hope the night was worth your time. Threw my heart away, we won't see another day. We both know the score, we've been here once before. So many words unspoken. You took my heart, it's already broken. You don't have to wait, I can take the pain. I will surrender, let me go. It's a new adventure. On a new adventure. Adventure.